Here's what this is gonna look like. I am going to be basically these tiers. If you've ever seen First Things First, then you kind of already understand the premise. It's a combination of Mahomes Mountain and Nick's Tiers, but this is horror slash slasher movies, not just the killers themselves, but the actual movies. So the way that the tiers are worked, these movies are all grouped by the title of the tiers, meaning they all have this thing in common, right? And it starts from bottom to top. So first tier, Kendrick versus Drake beef. Next tier, demonic trash. Next tier, Bubba Dub. If you know who he is, then you know what that means. Next tier, don't at me. But so these movies here are movies that you may not, you most likely aren't gonna agree with my opinion on these movies. The Power of Mid compels you. These are movies that are talked about in ways that is glorified, but I personally think they're not that good. The First Cut was the deepest. So First Cut was the deepest. These movies had fire bangers of a first movie, but then the second movie didn't quite live up to the hype. So that first movie, we have yet to get that feeling back from these movies. And there's a couple of movies here or that's not gonna be in this tier that also kind of falls in this tier, but the first movie is also in GOATed status, which is at the top of the mount or summit. All right, next one is Y'all Really Took It There. Like, these movies are gonna be movies where you have to ask yourself, like, bro, y'all really took it there. And I mean that literally and figuratively. My red flag favorites. So this list of movies are not gonna necessarily be the best, but there's something about them that I enjoy. Could be the body count, could be the character itself, but whatever it is, I know the movie's bad, but I still like it. And not all of these movies are bad, but that's all. But they aren't like necessarily good. Dare I say better? These movies here, the sequel, in my opinion, and also amongst fandom, is arguably better than the original. And the only reason why that's even a thing is because the original is in GOAT status. And that second movie is like, wait, is this better? Like, obviously we're gonna give the GOAT status to the original, to the first, but that second movie kind of like it takes it up a notch. And then obviously at the top is Mount Murdermore. These are all the GOATs. Some of them are gonna be old time GOATs. Some of them are gonna be one hitter quitters. Like, they just came in, got the job done. They don't have a lot of terrible sequels, but they just came in and like got the job done and got the fuck out, right? So those are the tiers, again, top to bottom. So I'll just reveal the tiers as we go along, and I'll explain why I kind of lump them all together. So, all right, first tier, Kendrick versus Drake beef. And what I mean by that is straight hate. And in that tier is Halloween Ends. Oops, y'all can't see it here. Halloween Ends. I absolutely despise this movie. I hate this movie more than I hate any other movie that come on this list. I hate this movie the most. I don't respect this movie at all. I don't respect what Jamie Lee did in this movie. I don't respect what Michael did in this movie. I don't respect how they killed Michael in this movie. And here's what's crazy about it. This movie also has one of the greatest cold openings in a horror movie. In a horror slasher movie. The cold open was absolutely fire. I thought I was in for a banger. But this movie on first watch I don't think I've seen this movie. I haven't seen this movie in totality from start to finish since it came out. On first watch, I am already done with this movie. I don't need to see any more of this movie. There's nothing about this movie I like. There's nothing good. There's no kill. Again, other than the opening scene, there's like no kill that's like fire, nothing. I hate this movie. I hate everything about this movie. I hate that it exists. Like this movie made Halloween Kills feel like a good movie. Again, Kendrick versus Drake beef. Them niggas had real hate for each other. I have that type of hate for this movie. I hate it more than I hate any other movie on this list. Fucking don't like just trash, and I mean that like they threw Michael in a trash compactor. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? Y'all went from Halloween 2018 trapping Michael in a burning basement after Laurie basically made the evil version of a Home Alone house dedicated to catching Michael Myers. Y'all went from that to throwing this man in a trash compactor. I fucking hate everything. I hate everything about that fucking movie. Next tier, demonic trash. So I didn't have time to loop all. Well, I did have time, but I'ma just get it out there right now. All of this demonic trash, like I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. I don't think it's good. The Grudge, Annabelle, The Nun, Hellraiser, all that freaky torture, demonic shit. I don't like any of it. I don't think any of it's good. The fact that people and I've tried to watch it, some of it. I mean, if the first Insidious was ass, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is ass. Like I don't get any of it. Don't like it. Don't think it's good. All of that shit. Very low on my list. But again, it's better than Halloween Ends. Next tier, Bubba Dub. Now, these movies are also trash, but I wanted to separate them from the demonic trash. I just really can't stand none of the demonic trash shit. I just think it's all ass. But this here, the Bubba Dub, this is just good old regular trash. Good old regular trash. And again, there's more out there, but that was all on this list, and I didn't feel like going and adding all the other individual one-off movies that you can think of. But generally speaking, all of these movies in the Bubba Dub category, trash. Halloween 2, Rob Zombie remake, like, oh my God, Michael was like grunting and shit in that movie, trash, fuck out of here. Halloween 3, like people will really try to sell you on Halloween 3 being like low-key good. Like there's people out here that think they're like, you know, elevated, and they're like, oh no, you guys are just missing the point of Halloween 3. No, we're not. That movie sucks. I don't care what don't let anyone tell you that movie is good. It's not. And that's okay. The new Nightmare on Elm Street, you'll notice that all of these trash is mostly remakes, cash grabs if you wish. Anything Texas Chainsaw Massacre after the first one, in my opinion, and outside the one with Jessica Biel, is trash. Like I don't care what nobody tell you. The Sawyers, all of them motherfuckers, pack that shit up. I don't like any of it. No offense. Wes Craven's new, like, listen, we gonna have to have a talk about Freddy Krueger one day. And well, actually, why not today? Well, actually, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. But no, we'll get to it now. It really bothers me that y'all put Freddy Krueger in the Mount Rushmore over Chucky. Pinhead 2. Like, no, Freddy Krueger only has about 3 good movies. 2 and 2.5 Dream Warriors is okay. Like, I like Dream Warriors. But if you ask any average person, Freddy Krueger, if you say Kincaid, they won't know who you're talking about. Like, we know Freddy Krueger, but nobody's going to be able to tell you what happened in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. A, because nobody watched the movie because it was not good. But the general public is not going to know what happened in New Nightmare or in Nightmare 5. Maybe Nightmare 4. But after those first two, Freddy that's a lot of trash in his franchise history. And not only that, in Freddy versus Jason, this man needed Jason to kill for him in order for him to get stronger. What type of cuckold slasher shit is that? Like, you need me to kill for you? That sound like, hey bro, I need you to fuck for me. Like, I need you to use your tool for me so I can get stronger. That's how ass Freddy is. And the fact that y'all put him in the same breath as like to say Chucky over Nightmare on Elm Street, people like what? Like, yes. That shit is ass. I needed Jason to kill for me. Yeah, cause you're weak, buddy. Like, how you gonna be a slasher and you need somebody else to do the slashing for you in order for you to come back and do something? Like, I despise the notion that Freddy Krueger should be above Chucky in the hierarchy of slashers. Chucky's been in rotation for 30 years. The story you can follow like this. TV show, 3 seasons. I don't understand this notion where people just like put Freddy Krueger over Chucky in this conversation. Ghostface, all of them. Y'all bow down to Chucky, not the other way around. But yeah, all this other shit, Child's Play remake, trash. Jason Goes to Hell, trash. They were just transferring Jason between different people in that movie, trash. That latest Saw movie, trash. Just Gothica, some fine Halle Berry, trash. American Psycho, I don't care what anybody say, trash. Like, all of that remake shit, trash. Get it out of here. Next tier. Don't at me, but don't at me, but let's have this talk. Let's have this talk, all right? Evil Dead, that shit is not good. The Conjuring, not good. The original It, not good. Now, with the It thing, I will say I didn't see it until I was an adult. So maybe it didn't hit like that for me because I was already an adult. That shit is not good. Unfortunately, not good. As I said earlier, look, Scream 3, I love Neve Campbell. The best thing about that movie, but I hate that movie is another one. I see people saying Scream 3 is their best movie. How? Movie sucks. Drag Me to Hell, that movie sucks. Yeah, it had a nice ending, but the rest of that movie sucks. I don't know. The Evil Dead remake, trash. Us, bring your ass here, boy. Us was some high grade trash. I mean, some high grade trash. You mean people been living under the tunnels and doing what now? For how long? Eating what? Evil clones just living underground? And we just ate it up. Train to Busan. That's supposed to be some zombie fire. Trash. Trash. That is instant NyQuil. Put that on when you want to go to sleep. And again, I already talked about Nightmare 4, Nightmare 5, trash. Hereditary, trash. All right, don't at me about those movies either. We can argue about some of these other movies. If you want to say, oh, American Psycho was a trash, we can argue. Don't at me about any one of these movies in this row, because I would not argue with you about it. These movies are not good. Nothing about these movies can convince me that they're decent. Next tier. The Power of Mid compels you. So these movies here, I feel like have been overhyped. Not that good, but they seem to draw. They have their fan base, but I don't think these movies are good. Scream 4, Scream 5, Scream 6. Nope. Nope was some. Nope didn't land for me the way I felt like Signs landed for me, right? Like the movie is leading up to Aliens, so I'm like, it's giving me the same vibe as Signs, right? Like all of this stuff is happening, stuff disappearing, like we don't actually get to see the aliens, yada yada yada, right? We, you know what I'm saying, like we understand what's going on. At least that's what I'm feeling while I'm watching this movie. I'm like, oh, this feels like Signs. It's like there's aliens and we're gonna get a reveal of them at the end of the movie. We kind of got the alien reveal, like the Signs, 2 times. Once on the video when Merle was watching it in the closet, and that shit spooked the hell out of me. And then we actually got the full-fledged look at the end of the movie. And so like the build up, and also we got the hand chopped in the school or wherever they were when Mel Gibson used a knife. I think that was Mel Gibson. Yeah, he used a knife to see what was under the door. Like the build up was worth, well, the ending was worth the build up. And Nope, I didn't like the way the alien looked. That big ass curtain in the sky, like that part didn't, it was like all this build up for a sheet. That's what I didn't like. Honestly, everything else around the movie, the build up was kind of fire. You know, like that investigation period where they trying to put together whether it's aliens or not, and then they find out how to, you know, how it talks to them, and you know, you trying to figure out the signs to communicate, and then you figure it out, and then you try to use that. Like all of that was fine. All of that was fine to me. It was just when you revealed the alien, I was like, oh, this big ass sheet. I wasn't. It didn't land for me. So mid as fuck. Scream 4. Scream 5 and Scream 6. The problem with the Scream franchise, in my opinion, is when they went the meta route and started using Stab, the in-movie, the in-universe movie, as meta commentary on horror and their own franchise. To me, that's like you're putting all the reasons in my head why I shouldn't like your movies, because you're doing exactly what they're telling me. What you're telling me is the wrong thing to do. Like everything that you're doing in these movies telling me not to like your movie. So I've kind of developed, it's like a self-hate type of thing. Like I get the meta commentary, but it's like you never have anything good to say about Stab, which is again an in-universe movie of the actual Scream movies that I am watching. So when you shit on Stab, you're shitting on Scream. Why should I like this movie again? Why should I like these movies? You're telling me what's like everything that's wrong with these movies. You're telling me in the next movie. So it's like, oh yeah, now that you say it, that was kind of trash. So I don't get the whole, and also I'll say this, Scary Movie did an irreparable damage to the image of Ghostface to me, because when I see Ghostface, I relate it to Scary Movie more than I related to Scream, right? So that doesn't allow me to get locked in with the fear of Ghostface. And again, even watching some of the Scream movies, when you see like how clumsy, again, because they're like regular people, right? but it's like all of the falling over yourselves and tripping and shit. Like, I don't like that from my slasher. Like, imagine Michael just tripping all over his feet and all this other goofy shit Ghostface be doing in these movies. Imagine Jason doing that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like it. Like, they tripping, you can trip Ghostface and all this other shit. He falling down the stairs all the time. Like, that shit goofy to me. Like, when I was watching Scream 3, I bullshit you not, I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, is this a parody? Is this a parody of Scary Movie, or a Scary Movie a parody of this? Because this seems like it's doing a very good job of being goofy and silly and not for me to take serious all on its own. I didn't need Scary Movie for this. This movie, Scream 3, is doing a bang up job of making me not take this movie serious on its own. From the acting choices, from Gail's bangs, all of that shit is telling me don't take this movie serious, and I'm not and I didn't. So, but that's the power compels you. Scream 5 and Scream 6. Look, I like, I think his name is Daniel or David, I forgot his real name, but Huey from The Boys. I like him, but he didn't do it for me in this movie as a killer. Like, I'm not gonna say he didn't try. He tried. But I just didn't. It didn't land for me when he did his turn, and it was like him revealing his evil side. It could have been because the motive was stupid, but also I just didn't take him serious. So it did. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reveal of him being a killer kind of didn't land for me. So that movie just kind of fell flat. Now, it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Scream 7, since they fired old girl for her views on one of those conflicts. They fired Tara, and then Jenny Ortega walked away because they fired Tara. So those two characters are not gonna be in the next Scream. So now they reverted to go and get Neve Campbell, bringing her back, and go and get Matthew Lillard when we clearly saw him die, or or have a TV smash on his head. Now that could be good, or that could be like really, really bad, because it's like y'all going back and getting, you know what I'm saying, the oldies like 40 now. Let them rest. So, but yeah, Scream 5, Scream 6. I know what you did last summer. Like, I know people kind of like talk about it as far as legacy, but for me, that shit was boring. Like, I am not a I Know What You Did Last Summer fan. You couldn't sell me that shit. But, it is what it is. Next tier. The first cut was the deepest. So the first cut was the deepest. All of these movies, that first movie was an absolute banger. But that second movie didn't quite capture, it didn't live up to the hype of that first movie being so great. And most of these movies in the first cut was the deepest. Where is Smile 1 and Smile 2? First of all, don't come in here asking where no movies is, especially not no shit like Smile 1 and Smile 2. That's number one. But yeah, so the movies in the first cut was the deepest. That first movie that came out is most likely going to be in Mount Murdermore, and that second movie didn't quite live up to the hype. Like, you tried, but you just didn't, it didn't land. So let's take a look at those movies. All right, so we got Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, Train to Busan. That shit is in my don't at me, but that movie is absolute trash. I'm not here to argue about it. Like, you cannot sell me on nothing Train to Busan. Nope, no thank you. All right, so the first cut was the deepest. We got Jeepers Creepers 2. That first movie, absolute banger. Historic. That second movie, while I like the second movie, don't get me wrong, I like it, but it wasn't the first movie. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they didn't capture that first that magic from the first one. Sinister 2. Sinister 1 is a goddamn banger. Like, spoiler alert, It's in the GOAT category of just how good that movie is, how scary that fucking movie is. But that second one, snooze fest, absolute snooze fest. It Chapter 2, that first movie of the newer versions, absolute fuego. That second one with the adults, snooze fest, absolute snooze fest. A Quiet Place 1, legendary. 2, can do without it. Vice and so on and so on. The Ring 1, another spoiler alert, it's in the GOAT category. Ring 2, don't care for it. Sinister 1 goated. I recently found out it had a sequel. Yeah, that's how mid it is. Like, it is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is not, that movie is not good. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, again, I'm of the opinion anything after Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, to me, in my opinion, again, other than the Jessica Biel remake, which I know that movie is not good, I don't like any of them. I love the first one, but anything after that, I could do without. The Hills Have Eyes 2, another one. First movie, banger. Like, you need a book and a Bible for that horror category, but need to watch Smile 2. I'm not watching Smile 2. All right, next tier. Y'all really took it there. Y'all really took it there. So these movies are gonna be movies where either the plot was outlandish or where these characters end up was outlandish. All right, so let's reveal that tier. All right, so we got Bride of Chucky. Now, why is it in this tier? Like, bro, we watched the doll have sex. We seen doll ass in this movie. We went from Andy and Chucky, Andy in the military, and now we getting doll ass and doll sex. They really took it there. And also, she had a doll baby, which is why Seed of Chucky is also here, because they took it even further and they made the doll transgender. Like, this movie was ahead of its time. This, like, where the Halloween 2 where they had the unicorn. Oh, you wanna know where that was at? You wanna know where that was at? In the Bubba Dub category. Oh, you can't see it. It's right here in the Bubba Dub category, which is the hot trash category. Hot trash. All of this is bona fide trash in this category, and Halloween 2 is the first one on the list because that movie is ass. I hate everything about it. Michael grunting and shit. Ugh. I don't know what they were thinking. All right, back to Y'all Really Took It There. All right, so back to Seed of Chucky. So Seed of Chucky, you have, so in Bride of Chucky, you have Jennifer Tilly playing Tiffany Valentine, who transfers her soul into a doll. And in Seed of Chucky, you have Jennifer Tilly playing herself, and then you have the Tiffany doll played by Jennifer Tilly transfer her soul into Jennifer Tilly, the actress in universe, playing by, like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, that is a fire way to bring back the character. I can't believe Jason X is, I can't believe you took it there. Yeah, Jason X is in here because they put my boy in space. What are we doing up here? Now, mind you, this movie could have also went into one of my red flag favorites, because those movies I know are objectively, some of them are bad, but I still enjoy them. I still enjoy this movie. This is one of my favorite Jason movies, but we really took it there. We took him to space. Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to New York. We took it there. We in New York with Jason walking the streets of New York. He hitting niggas boom boxes and shit. Skeleton Key, we getting there. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. Room 1408, Room 1408. I don't really remember that movie. I saw it, but it didn't leave an impression on me. Leprechaun. We got 2 Leprechaun in the Hood movies and a Leprechaun in Space movie. How the fuck do we get here? Leprechaun was smoking weed. Leprechaun was rapping. Leprechaun had hoes. Ice-T was in the first Leprechaun Goes to the Hood. First or second one? I think it was the first one. Do you realize Ice-T had already done New Jack City? He had already made New Jack City, and he went and made Leprechaun in the Hood as a pimp. How did we get here, bro? Halloween Resurrection. Halloween was once, Leprechaun is a classic. It is a classic, but I'm just saying they took it to the hood. Like, there's a line where Leprechaun goes, "A friend with weed is a friend indeed." How do we get here though? From a small house in New Mexico with Jennifer Aniston in her first feature film to now we in the hood smoking and rapping. What's the Snoop Dogg horror movie? I can't remember. But yeah, Halloween Resurrection. Halloween was a dignified franchise, sorta. And then this movie came along and we got Busta Rhymes talking shit to Michael Myers. He's doing karate on Michael Myers, a once dignified franchise. We now have Busta Rhymes judo chopping and kicking Michael Myers' ass. They really went there. Bones, hey, Bones. Appreciate that, Jasmine. Bones. That is a Mount Murdermore. Actually, or is that a, nope. Can't do that. All right, but yeah, so that's, y'all really took it there. Next tier. Dare I say better? Now, all of these movies in this tier, there's an argument to be made. They might be better than the original. And the original is most likely in GOAT territory. Oh wait, no. Wrong one. My red flag favorites. Sorry, that's the next tier. My red flag favorites. Like I said, these movies are not all good. Some of them are objectively bad, but there's something about them that I do like. And so these are my red flag favorites. You're not gonna get me to say that all of these movies. Now again, there are some good movies in here that I think are generally good movies, but there are some movies that I know are just objectively not that good. For example, Halloween 2018, I think that movie is flawless. I think that movie is absolutely flawless. The rest of the series of the sequel trilogy, Halloween 4, 5, and 6, those are objectively bad movies, but I do enjoy them. Freddy vs. Jason all-time great. It is an all-time great, but it's a flawed movie. It's not a perfect movie. And again, Freddy is a big ass cuck in that movie. You need Jason to kill for you. As a slasher, you need another man to come and slash in order for you to get hard, for you to come back and be able to do something. That's who y'all got on the Mount Rushmore of slashers, Freddy. That's who y'all got. That's who y'all got on the list. I mean, that's y'all shitty ass list, but don't talk to me about like goats, because Freddy's not one of them. Halloween H2O. That's another, I wouldn't say great movie, but I love it. I went to see this movie in theaters. One of my favorite parts of the franchise is Jamie Lee Curtis deciding to go back and throw them ones with Michael instead of leaving with her son. and her walking up that hill with that axe, screaming his name, that's some fire. I love that shit. Like I said earlier, Leprechaun 1, 2, and 3. Where Urban Legend trash at? It's in the trash. It's in the trash somewhere. No, not Urban Legend, not the first one. I like the first Urban Legend. I'm thinking of I Know What You Did Last Summer. See, Urban Legend right here. My red flag favorites. Yeah, it's not a flawless movie by any means. It's not a flawless movie by any means, but it's right there. We got Alien. All of the Alien movies after Alien 2, I would say are not perfect movies, but I enjoy them all. Final Destination, the same way. Saw. Nah, if I'm restless, I'll turn on the Urban Legend. Halloween. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. Halloween, Rob Zombie's original. I love that movie. Children of the Corn 2. Not a good movie, but I love that movie. All of the Jasons, again, objectively bad movies, but I love them. Oh, the Dodgers cracking, boy. Child's Play 3. But Alien Robinson with some good gas. Not fire, but good gas. Child's Play 3. I can say that's not like a great movie, but I also don't think it's a bad movie either. For a slasher, for what it is, I don't think it's a bad movie. The final act wasn't the best, but I don't think it's a bad movie. The Cult and The Curse of Chucky. I don't think any of those are bad movies. They had some of the best kills. Chucky shoved the doll's arm down a lady's throat in one of those movies. So again, Final Destination 3. Love that movie. Not a good movie, not a great movie by any means. But again, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It's passable. It's flawed as hell, but I like it. What else? Okay, now we almost at the top of the mountain. Dare I say better? I don't watch Chucky because when I was a kid, I was pussy and they used to make me watch it. So dare I say better? Objectively, these movies are better than their original, and the original was some absolute gas. All right. Child's Play 2. I sometimes go back and forth. Which one is better? I love Child's Play 1, but I think my earliest memory of the Chucky franchise is with Child's Play 2. One of my favorite scenes of all time was when Andy got sent back to the orphanage and he told Kyle, "He's still out there, Kyle. Don't let him get you too." And then Kyle is on the swing. Well, she puts Chucky in the trash. She's on the swing. Her feet kicks up the dust, the dirt, and the original Chucky doll, she pulls his feet out the ground. So she realized, oh shit, she turns around and looks at the trash. She turns around and looks at the trash and she like, oh shit, this is buried here. This was the doll we thought Andy was playing with, but it's not. And then she slowly walks over to the trash can, lifts up the trash can, and it's gone. And like she does this jump back. It is like one of my favorite scenes of all time, right? It could be, I wouldn't be mad if someone said it was better than Child's Play 1. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Same thing. Halloween 2. I love Halloween 2. Those movies really, for me, I kind of put them in one because it happened on the same night, right? I would love to just put those movies together and say it's just one big ass movie. But objectively, I like some of the scenes in Halloween 2 more than I like in Halloween 1. I mean, him getting shot in the eyes, him walking straight through glass in the hospital, didn't flinch or nothing, just walked straight through glass. Like that was some fire. I always thought Chucky was on my. Now people be trying to play Chucky and put him, and they be leaving him off. Final Destination 2. Come on. I mean, do I really, we know what's up with Final Destination 2. Like straight gas. Scream 2. Some people think Scream 2 is better. I still think it's Scream 1. Scream 1 is probably one of my top 5 slashers of all time. Saw 2. Like, think about Saw 1 is absolute GOAT. The twist in Saw 1 is fucking goated. But goddamn, the twist in Saw 2 was absolute fuego. Like that, those movies hold up today. Me and my wife, we went through Saw 2 GOAT. Saw 2 is goated. Me and my wife went through the whole franchise, and we've been like watching videos. Like, that franchise is goated, and I'm gonna like take the time now to say it don't get enough credit. Like, for the way it, the first couple of Saws that told that big story where it just kept, you know, again, I'm not saying it's the best, right? I'm not saying these movies should win Emmys. Not everything has to win an Emmy. Not everything has to be perfect. What I'm saying is they carved out a lane of their own. Nobody was doing it. Like, yeah, Saw 3 is great too. Like, I think up until Saw probably 6, where I started not to like it. But my point is, like, they did it their own way, and I respect it. Like, I absolutely respect the hell out of Saw. It. Now, I know it is basically a remake, but like, remakes are also, is what I mean by, dare I say, better. This remake was way better than the original. The original, snooze fest. But that first remake that they did with Bill Skarsgård and all of the kids, absolute fire. Hold on. See, some of those movies are not, I wanted to do like Lake Placid and all those. I think I'm gonna do a monster movie. I'm gonna do a monster tier list next. So it'll involve like Anaconda, Lake Placid, Tremors, Jaws, you know, like In Too Deep, all those movies. I think those will be separate. These are mainly just slashers, mainly. Yeah, so that first with Bill Skarsgård, the first remake was the greatest piece of film remade. That, talking about it, right? Like, if you're talking about it, I agree. That was some absolute gas. Friday the 13th Part 2. I like it better than I like Part 1. We actually, you know, Jason's actually in that movie, so I like it. Aliens 2. I love it. Listen, I love Aliens 1 and 2 so much. Like, I really want to just like lump them together. But again, there's an argument to be made that Aliens 2 is better. Aliens is better than Alien. And then Wrong Turn 2. Wrong Turn 1 was goated. But there's some, like, Wrong Turn 2 is also absolutely goated to me. They got like 9 sequels to that movie. I didn't even have time to put them all on here. Mount Murdermore, these are all my goated movies, just of all time, as far as, and some of them, like most of these movies were, again, all of these movies are already on this list, so they could have left some out, you know, but for now, this is what we're doing. The Strangers is here, and it's right here. The Power of Mid compels you. That movie mid as hell, boy. That movie mid as hell. All right, Mount Murdermore, here we go. These are the best of the best. They stand alone. They withstand the test of time. Definitely 13 Ghosts. Yeah, of course. So Mount Murdermore, we got Wrong Turn, obviously. Nightmare on Elm Street, Ghost Ship, Sinister 1, Final Destination 1, Child's Play 1, Jeepers Creepers, Scream, Silence of the Lamb. Let me tell you something. Silence of the Lamb is that psychological gas. That psychological gas. I love that movie. 13 Ghosts, obviously. And let me tell you, we don't need a prequel going over all of the, we don't need all that shit. I don't give a fuck about, I give a fuck about that movie. I don't give a fuck about, don't make no separate nothing with none of that shit. Y'all gonna ruin it. Halloween, obviously. Alien, obviously. The Shining, obviously. The Ring. let me tell you something. The Ring was that absolute. I was just about to add, did you hear about the series they're doing? Yeah, I heard about it. I'm not interested. I'm not, unless they bring Matthew Lillard back, I'll give it a watch. But other than that, I could care less. Like I'm the type of person, I'm attached to something, and until you do something to turn me off, then it's like, okay, I'm like, I respect what y'all doing, but I'ma head out. Like the Child's Play series, like that shit started getting weirder and weirder to the point where I was like, you know what? I tried to finish, I tried to be loyal, but yeah, I'm out. I'm good. Didn't finish it. Like I checked out. But we got The Thing. I love The Thing. The kind of set the who done it, or who's the like the guilty one with. Matter of fact, another movie, The Faculty, kind of is made in the image of The Thing. Fuck The Shining. That's some good sleep. Like after a whooping. Now I like The Shining. It is some good sleep. Like I agree with you, but like when you actually watch it, then yeah, it is some good sleep. But I agree, but it's still good to me. I don't know, it's weird. I still like it though. But The Ring, man, The Ring, that shit had me shook, bro. Samara had me shook, bro. Like that scene at the end of the movie when like that was some absolute fire too, as a twist to be like, wait a minute, why did he still die? We put her back where she's supposed to be. Like when she came out the TV, bro, like that shit is goated. And then his face, the fact that they showed his face all distorted like that shit used to live rent free in my head. I used to just think about that scene over and over. Like Jeepers Creepers, when it came out, bro, that shit was terrifying. Like obviously there's some obvious, you know, like The Exorcist, like Candyman was some goat. Like bro, rest in peace to Tony Todd. That was some absolute goat. Like that's his own, like that's some unique fire. Candyman was some milk loving mid too. Nah, Candyman was not no mid, bro. Signs, oh hell no, that's a mid. Oh boy, hell no, you disrespecting, boy. Hell no. Hell no, Candyman, bro, go watch that shit now, bro. Listen to that man's voice when he talking. Signs, so Signs, it was basically Nope before Nope. It was like Nope was basically, you know, there's this thing, we don't know what it is, it's extraterrestrial, now we got to figure out how to talk to it, or we got to figure it out. Once we figure it out, then we stand off. The problem with Nope and what Signs I feel like did better was the reveal of the aliens. Like at the age that I saw it, seeing that alien walk across the screen for that brief moment, man, that shit sent chills all down your spine. Like that shit scared the hell out of me. Just that one little scene. And then they paid it off even more by giving us a full look at the alien at the end of the movie. Like the payoff was absolutely worth it. In Nope, we just got a big ass sheet in the sky at the end. That all that hoopla for that was not worth it to me. The Mist and the Fall, I begin confused. Now the Mist is up here because of the twist at the end. And spoiler alert, if you ain't never seen The Mist, give you a chance to get on up out of here. But when that man in the beginning of the movie, that lady asked that man to help her go get her son, and he didn't want to because he didn't want to go in the mist. She went into the mist and was never to be seen again. The movie come full circle where they try to leave the mist in the car break down. They can't see, they think they finna die from the aliens. And so they commit suicide where his son, either he shot himself or the son, but they killed the son, the old man, the lady, and he was just about to kill himself. And then he get out the car and it's the cavalry. It's the cavalry. Like, bro, if you'd have waited 30 more seconds, and then we see Carol from The Walking Dead drive by on one of them LMTVs with her kids, nice and safe and sound, but you just had to shoot your little boy in the head. That is some fire. He shoot all of them and there's no more bullets. Yeah, he shoot them all and there's no more bullets. So he survived. And now he see, bro, all you had to do is come with me. You would have been safe. But instead, you got a packed up son. Like, that is some fire. Like, that scene lives rent free in my head for good reasons, because it's some fire. A Quiet Place. You know my philosophy, or you don't know, I'll tell you my philosophy. When a movie kill a kid in the beginning of the movie, killing a kid in the movie it's gonna be some fire in general, mainly. But to kill him in the way that they killed him in that cold opening for The Quiet Place, that's one of the coldest cold opens ever. Got that little nigga the fuck up out of here. How the house on 100 Hill out of here? Cause I don't all that paranormal activity shit. I don't. Exorcist is all you getting out of me, bucko. Exorcist, Sinister, all that shit, I'm not into it. Could care less. A Quiet Place, like, that is some absolute fire. Absolute fire. Change the game with that shit. No sound. John Krasinski, goated. Wrong Turn, again, that's another movie. Whenever I go to the woods now, I'm looking for ugly niggas in the trees. Like, I am scared of the woods now because of that fucking movie. What else we got up here? Get Out. Now listen, I will stand by Get Out as one of, like, the best psychological, I think they're calling it elevated horror now. I'll even use that phrase, elevated horror. Whatever you want to call it, I think that movie I think very highly of that movie. I like it. The cereal scene, like, that shit, I like all that. That shit is fire to me. That bought Jordan Peele a whole lot of leeway with me, but Us ran out. It ran out with Us. So all his movies are on a strict, I run a tight ship. Jordan Peele, only good movie. I told you his kink is killing his black people's in movies. Yeah, like I like I said, I run a tight program with Jordan Peele movies now. You didn't hit us with too much mid. Obviously the first Children of Corn, again, just the first one. A town of kids killing all the adults, worshiping like some Bible, like that's some Bible worshiping fire right there. When people take the Bible too serious, like, that's some fire. I like that movie. Just the first one. The rest of them, absolute trash. Pet Sematary remake, yes, those were, see, some of these movies didn't make it on here and I had to add them, but that's one I would have put here on Mount Murdermore too. Pet Sematary remake. Key. The Faculty, I love The Faculty. That scene where the girl did the fake sniff, all that shit, fire, love it. But yeah, man, there we go, there we have it. There is Slasher Summit. Let me know what you think about it. Leave your thoughts and your comments in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.